Right, hello everyone. Good evening. I'm Professor McCoy. Welcome back to Fable 3. I figured I'd get a slightly early start tonight because I'm not going to be going all that late. I'm not going to be going the full to midnight, just as a forewarning. But I wanted to get as much of the game done as I can because it's been pretty good so far. So there we go. Let's get back into things. Evening, Imsip. How are you? How are you doing tonight? Okay. So, if you recall, last time we left off, we were in the weird little mud hut village,
or will it just be the regular stuff today?
getting ready to head back into
Cheers.
Bowerstone,
That's great.
the capital,
Nice
which, if
doing
you remember from
business
last
with you.
time, was,
Hope to
sure,
see
a
you
big,
again.
important city, but nothing like it is now,
for a gift.
however
Are
long
you woman?
this is later. Hey, Grace, how are you doing? Doing quite well. All right, yeah, let's do this. Let's get going, shall we? No, okay. All right, Bowerstone Industrial.
We've descended into the chasms of the netherworld, stared death in the face, and waded through things so foul I'd rather not think about them. But this is where it gets really ugly. And buried somewhere beneath it all are the people Logan has left behind.
Huh. Why can't I wear my sword at my waist?
This could be interesting. Wish I looked half as good as you.
Here.
My whole family thanks you for
Anyone got a gold
If
coin?
you'd be so kind.
That's a very nice look indeed, I must say.
That is
Gotta give
most
some money to
generous
most of the
looking.
beggars, shall we?
Thank you so much. Oh, how nice of you.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
You can see for yourself what life outside the castle is like. Poverty, hunger, disease.
I have to drop down from up there, don't I?
Wouldn't you want to rebel against it all?
It pays. Did I already cover the first episode of Twisted Plots? I did not. Yeah, when you get here, let me know,
You won't
because I
see
do want
too
to talk
many
about it,
kids
actually.
running around here.
I didn't
Most
really
of
talk
them
about it
have
on
no
Friday.
choice but to work. It's either that or begging.
Hold on. Be right back.
He's a monster.
Sit tight, sir. I'll be.
Hi.
Oh, child laborers. Based. I'm kind of kidding. But also, let me put it this way. I have a less negative view of the Industrial Revolution than a lot of people do, but I do acknowledge its some of its horrors. I'm willing to acknowledge that. But when I say I have a less negative view, what I mean is I'm willing to acknowledge that I'm willing to acknowledge that there were some dramatic improvements that we really should acknowledge. Do I need to do this? No? Okay. Oh, it did that one. Oh, interesting. Okay. Fascinating. Okay, that didn't actually help me at all. Not even slightly. Okay, so I gotta figure out what these do.
Worker 7, you little skiver, get back to your post.
Okay, yeah, that didn't do it at all. Okay. My bad. Huh. Maybe this one? What will this one do? There's got to be some combination of them. Something. Because I got to turn either this one and that one off, which that one's already off. Or those two off. I'm not getting it. Try this one again. I wish I could watch them. It would be much easier. Okay, that turned that one on, that one off. Okay, cool. What does this one do? It's 3 are on. Okay, that switches 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so that switches 2 and 4. This one does what?
Nobody gave you permission to drink any water. Get back to
That one also switches 2 and 4. What about this one? That one switched 1. But just 1. Okay. So if I pull this one, or the other one, it should turn off 2, turn on 4, meaning I can get through, I think. Right?
Worker 7, you little
No. Didn't help at all. That's weird. Alright, let's see if this just does it. This might be cool. Alright. Okay, good. That turned off one of those. Shoot. This one's on now. This? Maybe? You're having an unknown root issue. Ear issue at the moment. Interesting. That's not great. Oh, that's not good. That didn't do it. That made it worse. Let's hit this one again, I guess. You're going to the doctor next Wednesday. Or descending upon the doctor next Wednesday. Maybe this one? That's all I got left. There is no pattern to these that I can discern. But it worked. Alright, we're good. That did it. That did the job. We're Gucci. As they used to say in the Industrial Revolution. Okay, we're good. Now let's go. Can I get down here? No, I can't. It's like, okay, fine. We just can't drop down. Alright, whatever. Anyway, yeah, the game is very clearly going the Industrial Revolution bad route,
No slacking there.
which is understandable.
I want to doll that my shoes and ride the horse.
Typical mutton, no.
Hello, little
I hope I
child.
look as cool as you when I'm older. Yay!
Malingerers, the lot of you.
Nah,
You're only
nah,
doing 80
nah.
nowadays as well. What's the problem?
Alright, yeah, let's make good friends with the child laborers, shall we? It's funny, okay, so how this is relevant is that
Oi, no slacking
if you've seen anything at all about Pope Leo the 13th's newest encyclical, or 14th, sorry, latest encyclical, I said 13th because it's kind of a throwback to Rerum Novarum by Leo the 13th.
It's like comparing mud to suet.
I need my gun for the gnome. It won't let me use my gun.
Winter's
On
my
the
favorite
gnome.
season. I love the snow. And that's when most people die.
Need to kill you, you see. But I can't. Little bastard.
Look, he's wagging his tail.
Anyway,
Maybe he's thinking about eating crap.
Almost everything that gets built these days has Reaver's name on it.
And
Our
it was
satisfying
mash
meals
and mushy
will fit
peas.
neatly in your pocket.
a gentleman grows a beard. Yeah, I need to get
Now
this
that's what a
poster.
hero should look like. Must be new round here. I've never seen you.
I need to get
Show me
that
what you
poster.
got.
Anyway, so Leo the 14th
I wonder what's
specifically
going on
named
up
himself
there.
after Leo the 13th,
Let's
or
see,
in
shall we?
sort of as a callback to Leo the 13th, who wrote Rerum Novarum, which a lot of Catholics see as sort of the basis or the foundation for Catholic social teaching, which is true so long as you mean Catholic social teaching with all capital letters as a kind of as a project, right? That goes by the name, rather than just Catholic teaching about politics and society, which goes back much further. But Rerum Novarum specifically, like really what it did was, and I think Leo the 14th is aware of this, was that it was largely in response to the Industrial Revolution and the problems and opportunities that surrounded it, that came with it. And so what Leo the 14th is doing, has done now with Magnificat Humanitas, his recent encyclical, which I have not actually gotten to read all of yet. I've only at this point just heard some secondhand stuff and read some excerpts, so I have not read it yet. I'm hoping to this week to actually read the whole thing, possibly even going through it in enough detail to maybe write something in response to it, or to elaborate on it, that sort of thing. Because encyclicals are almost by definition sort of brief sketches. Right? So,
Hello.
hello.
How's it going?
So it might be a good opportunity as a sort of jumping off point, is what I'm saying. So I may do that, thinking about it. Especially because there seems to be somewhat of a basis in some of the things that Pope Leo says for one of my little hobby horses, this idea that that intellectual property protections constitute usury. Which I do think is actually correct. And I think now there's pretty solid backing for it in the encyclical. In any case, though,
Now
what he's
that's
doing
what a
here
hero
essentially
should
is
look like.
writing a sort of Rerum Novarum for the evolving digital technologies that we have today, especially artificial intelligence, but also even things like social media, mass media, internet media, that sort of thing. The stuff that is that we today are dealing with as unique as social issues that are unique
You
to our
look like
time.
you know your business. Don't get a job in one of.
Now let's dance.
Oh.
Does she have a pipe in her hair wrap?
Oh, you can dance.
That's fascinating.
Flying. Put me down.
Anyway. Welcome back, Baze. Let's do whatever this is before we either continue that train of thought or jump over to talk about Twisted Plots, because I think it was very profound and
is
really funny.
exploiting us. We deserve fair pay. We demand better working conditions. We're workers. We're not slaves. Reaver treats us like animals, and we're not gonna take it anymore. There's only one thing for it. We have to stand up to Reaver.
But lying down is so much easier than standing up. My dear friends,
You
in
just
order
shot
to
him?
raise
Really?
morale, I am offering prizes to the most deserving workers. The rules that will govern what I like to call the Reaver Team Spirit Award are these. Firstly, any worker that so much as murmurs another complaint will be shot. Secondly, any worker who takes more than a 3-second break will be shot. Thirdly, any worker who breaks any other rules I have yet to formulate will, yes, you guessed it, be shot. You may return to work now. As you know, I'm a generous man and likely to start handing out prizes right away. So go on, shoo! Be off with you! Chop chop!
Yeah, so that's utterly deranged.
That's why we're here. That's why Albion needs you. Your brother must have been out of his mind when he handed control of Industrial to Reaver. We should go on. It's time you met the Bowerstone Resistance.
Now that's what a hero
Yeah,
should
so
look like.
so that is utterly deranged, and once again we immediately see that
The underground resistance.
while yes, he has the sort of he has a sort of
Want them.
Somewhere nice and peaceful. Like
call it a capitalist
cemetery.
costume.
Thank you. Stop again.
He's very clearly a state functionary.
Cheap
barrel of
prices
coffee.
Right here. Can I help ya?
Let's make friends.
You.
You can dance, can you? Yes, you can.
Let's dance. Let us become good friends. No, because I can't go do the quest right now, can I?
Style.
The friend quest.
Ready?
Friendship quest. Darn. Okay, whatever.
You're very good.
Shop here. You can't go wrong.
Okay, you have tea.
My favorite things are music and sunshine and love. And pain.
Yeah,
We
you
have
know
a
what?
great selection. Glad to take your gold. Oh yeah, hot.
Look at those rippling muscles. Those broad shoulders. that
I cannot
square
yet kill
jaw.
the gnomes, and it pisses me off.
One weird-looking lady.
Anyway, yeah, so Reaver there is very clearly a state functionary, right? He's been, quote, given control over Industrial, that being this part of town, and presumably all that comes with it, the actual operations of the factories and whatnot. That means that he is essentially if not a state employee, then is given the equivalent of state power. Right? This is
Right, this
the
should be
kind
the place.
of...
Somewhere beyond this door is the base of the Bowerstone Resistance. Ready when you are.
This is the kind of coercive state authority that we ought to naturally object to. And it's funny that, quite frankly, that you
Love
can't
how
really...
much time we're spending in caves and sewers these days. No, really, I should warn you. I don't know what kind of reception we'll get. I know their leader well enough, but it was never safe for me to come down and meet the rest of them. And they're not exactly the most trusting of people.
Yeah, they'll trust the prince, right? Anyway, yeah, I think it's funny that most critiques of the Industrial Revolution absolutely can't make a capitalist villain, like a hyper-capitalist Monopoly guy villain, without involving state power.
Get out! Don't move! We won't move if you won't shoot. Deal?
You better tell your friend that.
It's all right. Just do as he says.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
There we go.
I'm Walter, and this is, well, that really doesn't matter right now. We're here to speak with Paige.
I say we shoot.
Listen, we're on your side. Just hear us out.
We don't make deals with spies. Shoot!
Wait!
Put your weapons down. I thought I gave the orders round here, kid.
Sorry, Paige. Got a bit carried away.
Walter, glad you're all right.
And I'm glad you came in when you did.
I wasn't exactly expecting you. Let's talk somewhere a bit more private.
that a what's it called? I forget what the name of it is. There's a specific name for the Celtic sword design that has that that almost hourglass kind of shape to it.
But well, we ended up leaving the castle earlier than I thought.
I heard.
I always liked that.
Pity.
That sort of design.
Your messages were always useful.
I can offer you something
A bit
better.
narrow, but I mean the guard being a bit narrow. Oh, you've got a map too. Fascinating.
Paige,
Okay.
I'd like you to meet.
I know who he is. I thought you'd know better than to bring the prince here.
He's not just a prince. He's a hero.
Great.
Got a Greek coffee tonight,
Give
by the
him
way,
a
Andy.
medal.
No, I mean he's a hero. Like his father.
Really? It doesn't change anything.
Your brother is the reason we live underground. He's the reason we fight. How do we know he's any better?
Let him prove it.
It's not just me he needs to convince. The people of this city need someone they can believe in. Prove to them that they should follow you, then we'll talk. For now, I have work to do.
Looks like you have work to do too. You have a whole city to inspire.
Here we go. Speaking of cool sword designs, so the one on his back, I've complained a little bit about the sort of tooth on the front. Complained about that last week. But I also did not notice the previous time the corresponding little spike that comes up the blade from right in front of the guard. That's essentially that's a sword catching spike, and that is very cool, especially if it is like forged together with the blade, and so it's actually structural, structurally sound. That's a really cool design element. I really like it. I feel like we just went to the road. Huh. Okay.
Today you have met the true voice of the people of this city. It is imperative that you win Paige and her resistance movement to your cause. And just as important that you prove to Bowerstone that you can be its rightful ruler.
Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, good parenting. Oh, really? Really? Hooligan. Blacksmith level 5. Oh, jeez. Eye maker. Loot player. Okay. What's this? Force push spell. Ooh. What's the parenting one? That's only 5. I'll do that. Does mean we need to go and get married, though. Let's get the force push one. That's always a favorite. Maybe I'll combine that with fire. That might be fun. All right. Yeah. Whoosh.
It would seem your heroism must be put to the test once again, sir. May I suggest that you return to the sanctuary and inspect the map? There appear to be numerous opportunities available.
Okay, but like, what if I want to explore first? Yap with the chat. I want to talk to chat. What's this? Oh, vault. Let's see. Love that. Good question. Imsip asks, how much... Oh, dig spot. How much of the D&D campaign do I usually have planned ahead, or do you know everything from beginning to end? It's a mix. Basically, so this campaign is oddly well planned, more than I often do. This is only my like second and a half time plotting out a full campaign. The previous times I plotted out a Mass Effect campaign, which that was fun. It was a tabletop campaign. It was the one where I adapted the Mutants and Masterminds system to Mass Effect, and that was a lot of fun. That was a good game. We actually got through the whole thing. We got through the full planned campaign, which was nice. The other one I actually planned out, but we didn't actually finish. Things got in the way. Was my Star Wars Edge of the Empire game. Like I said, we didn't actually finish that one, unfortunately, but I had a nice full plan for that plot. But I say that one's kind of a half plan, because frankly, I used the plot for Red Dead Redemption 2. I just set it in the Outer Rim. So yeah, there's that. It was still a lot of fun though. Everybody had a good time with it, I think. In any case, this game, I have in fact planned out. Acts 1 through 4, prologue, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and Act 4. All that, of course, pending player decision. Okay? There are things that you guys could theoretically decide that would change things substantially, and I have some plans for how those things would change, and then I'd have to do some adaptation. What did you want me to do? Oh, let me try. No, I'm gonna keep the fire and ice for now. I kind of dig it. Let's see what's up.
I can't see a way to proceed without first gathering more followers, and I believe there are quests available.
Powerstone Market, Morningwood, Millfield. Millfields. Oh, there's some in Mercenary Camp? Interesting. Let's go to Mist Peak. Shall we? I think what I'm going to do is oh, never mind. Okay. We do need to stop at the Dweller Camp to pay to upkeep our properties. Make sure you guys have live chat selected rather than top chat, because it has been defaulting to top chat lately, and that is a problem. Let's see.
Thank you. In fact, I might just get one today.
There are some great shops for that in this.
My goods are the cheapest.
This is a golden
Really they
age
are.
for shopkeeping.
Well, I really have to shoot off now.
I can't believe.
I'm gonna buy this.
I heard that Brightwall is the place for that. Yeah, I keep meaning to see what it's like there.
Nah, not a clothier. That's not a great spot. A tattooist. A tattooist.
How's it going?
Let me know.
That's great. I think I have enough to pay the rent.
Always happy to help.
Foxy.
Great looking shoes. They comfortable?
Do I own this place yet? Nah, no one lives here, so.
My grandfather used to tell me stories about that fort in Morningwood. Those were...
No, let's check the mercenary camp, see what's up. Here. Hey, a guy. There we go. Chat's acting up. Oh, man. So yes, Grace has been commenting, Imsip has been commenting too. You guys just apparently can't see each other? That's very strange. I have no idea why that would be. Like, you two specifically cannot see each other.
All right there. don't worry. You're more than welcome here.
Oh,
It's not
good.
a trap. We ain't mad at you for defeating Saker or nothing. In fact, you did us a big favour.
Really?
Me and the boys decided that instead of waylaying travellers, which was just as hard on us as them, we could provide a place for them to hang out, you know, maybe do a bit of shopping. Have a look. Eh? Eh? We've got all the facilities for your outdoor recreation needs. Bungalows for rent. Aren't they pretty? With washing and cooking space. Well-stocked stalls with friendly vendors and low price.
Friendly vendors?
Well,
Jesus.
we'll start with what I call introductory offers. Once we've got them hooked, then...
But yeah, that
we can
is,
wrap
that does seem to
things
be
up.
a possibility.
beer garden
Eric brings up, we
with
might
no
have
dress
accidentally
code
blocked each other.
And dogs allowed. The shooting range, my idea. Thought it was going to be loads of fun watching folk plug in paper targets and that. You know, the roar of gunfire, the smell of cordite. Young lads winning exciting
Cordite, huh?
prizes for their ladies. Anyway, look around at your leisure and don't be afraid to spend some cash.
Alright. That sounds fun. Hello, hello.
I can't stand you!
Nice. Cowards Den. I don't like the name of it. Maybe I'll pick a different one to buy and rent out. Maggie the Whore. Well, that's just up front, isn't it? Jesus.
Can I help you starve and die?
Oh, where are you, you little bastard? There he is.
My hands are shaking.
I had a doggy once.
Die, gnomes. What's this? Mercenary makeup,
Possibly need and much more. Right here.
bandit makeup, renegade makeup,
haircut. Oh, that's your hat? A nice
country
hat.
chick.
Nice pair of pants.
200. I'm gonna buy the shop. I think.
How can I serve you?
Mercantile, general goods. Yeah.
That's out of order, that is. Way out of order.
Okay, nice. YouTube being dumb. That typical. Quite typical, isn't it? Anybody home? Nope, guess not.
I got the best in town. Ask anybody.
The Thuggles. I like it. Repaired? And I am going to try out the shooting range.
Win yourself something nice at the shooting
Your
range.
mom has accidentally blocked you on
Go
Facebook.
try your hand.
Yeah,
Try
yeah.
your
I'm sure
foot,
that
or
happens
maybe even a
plenty.
nostril. Couldn't do any worse than most of the idiots I get here.
What is the money shot?
That's the money shot. So named because you get money every time you shoot somebody with it. Makes sense? All right, I won't belabor the
We have to make it
point,
powerful
but
enough,
some
and he's
people
eaten
don't
by
get it.
Hobbs while testing it. Oof!
Can you win yourself a little item?
I think
maybe
7
even a
villagers
fancy
love
new
you?
gun?
Jesus.
Or will you be like everyone else and fail miserably? Why
Spend
even
20,000.
bother?
Lost 12,000. Black Dragon.
Black Dragon may be the most fearsome weapon in all of Albion. Of course, I don't fear it. Not at all. Hope you win it, though. Hone those shooting skills. See if you can win yourself a fabulous prize.
Oh, you can win the
Welcome
pistols.
to Lemmy Shooting Range, the game everyone's talking about.
Okay.
Mostly me. Advertising, very important, you know. Go on, have a punt. I see all
let's do it.
kinds here, and by... Alright, here's the rules. Shoot everything. Do it fast. Think you can remember all that? Oh, and
Okay,
headshots.
headshots.
Score more. And the better the score, the better the prize. good luck for what it's worth, which is nothing. Ready? Go! Headshot! Look at the splinters on that. Nailed that one. Oh, yes, you did. Plugged that one. Yeah. Not everyone's a deadeye. In fact, no one is round here. Woo! Headshot! That one was a tricky blighter too. Yep.
Oh, there's one.
You've done this before. Woo! Headshot! That one was a tricky blighter too. Oh! What a shot! You made it look easy.
Okay, we're doing fine.
Bang! Ah! Like it! Nailed that
There's a
one.
bit of
Oh,
auto
yes,
aim, which
you
is
did.
nice. Dramatically
Wow,
helpful.
That's some amazing shooting. Oh, right between the eyes. That was beautiful. Oh, did you miss? Bang! Ah, like it. Oh, good shot. Right in
Okay,
the
sorry
end.
I'm not focused on you guys for the moment.
You
We'll get back to
handle
it.
that gun like poetry. Wow, that's some amazing shooting. Oh,
Can't believe I don't get
right
points for the
between eyes.
nonsense.
That was beautiful. Oh, good shot. Right in the head. Wow.
Damn.
Oh, did you miss? Oh, did you miss? You been drinking? If not, you might try it. Couldn't hurt.
Okay. Score 330. High score 330. 6 headshots, 3 Logan hits. I didn't hit any chickens.
The prize you won is nothing to write home about, but I've got to say,
Bandit makeup,
you did
okay.
better than most.
Alright, nice.
As a little boy, I've always dreamed.
Fancy yourself as a gunslinger, do you? You and half of Albion. Been doing this job for months, and I've yet to see a decent eye or a steady hand. These prizes are collecting
Oh,
dust.
the first and second edition D&D modules worth buying even if they're free as PDFs online. I found some local comic shop and want to support them. They opened this month. Family owned, very cool vibe. Worth paying for. It's free. They're originals from the 80s.
It's a shooting range.
Yeah.
You shoot at things, hit them, win big.
Well, okay.
Are you
I think
interested or
what would be worth it about it is thinking of them as like books, like books, something that you're gonna want on hand to look through and read through, or as collectibles, something like that. Think of them as more like art books than as strictly D&D modules. Django's Badger. I'm not going to buy the place with the whore outside. I don't think I will, frankly. Can't support that sort of business, Anything up here? Nope, can't fight. Can't go play with the boss. Can't go even talk to him. It's a shame. Alright, now what? Let's go to Bright Ball, shall we? What's this? I could buy any one of these businesses. They're cheap. Apparently they're on sale or something. This'll be interesting. Let's see what this is about, huh? Anyway, like I was kind of saying for a moment, I think I'm going to try the something like the Thomas Jefferson strategy of
I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you.
Oh, I've heard that.
of going of gaining my support from the countryside rather than trying to gain urbanite support.
It's got a bit tired, hasn't it?
My darling, please don't. I'm sorry. Please, let's not argue. It's so awful.
Awfully boring.
Oh, Tomb of the Lizard King. I have I've heard of it. I've looked at it before. It seems like a pretty cool module. Get for Harm to read while he recovers and goes to therapy.
Married my wife, she was all... You'll do it. Oh, this is the first good thing that's happened to me in years. She's inside. You can start there. I'll go to the pub.
Wait. Hold on.
You go in there and fawn over her, give her a few shiny trinkets, she'll be all over you. Worked for me.
Maybe I shouldn't do this.
What is it now? Don't tell me you want to talk about things. Oh, sorry. I thought you were my husband.
Who in the world is that?
Don't know how I could have confused someone like you for someone like him. So, what can I do for you? Well, hello, handsome.
No. Nah. This is not helpful for anyone. No, not to. Oh, that's not where I meant to go.
Hello.
Let's see. What other quests may there be? An evil presence. Hellish infestation has taken over the academy. Interesting. Alright, let's... Oh no, House of Clock is vacant? Smokehouse. Of slants. Okay, gnomes are evil, that's fine. Oh, geez, are these... There's a sale
Whatever
here.
happened to that married couple in Brightwall? Do they still need help with their relationship?
No, I'm not doing that. That is absurd. Not that. Let's go with Day at the Chicken Races. No, I already did that. No, let's just wander about, shall we? Need to check the dice. We've got some loaded dice. Listen, I told you how Foundry works. Foundry Virtual Tabletop, for those of you who are listening and aren't super familiar with this, how it works is it sets when you first log into the game. When you first log in, it regenerates a bunch of random values in order. And then it goes through those random values, one by one, whenever you roll something. And then it pops it up as a die roll. And so when you log in, all of your rolls for the night, 50,000? Damn. All of your rolls for throughout the entire night are already basically pre-rolled. Right. How much is it? 239?
You've come to the right place.
Do you really think there's some sort of lost village in the catacombs below Bowerstone? Surely not.
Okay. Probably get one of those eventually. Full training, already got it.
You have not seen anything like it. It's on sale.
Yeah. Good deal.
You're making a great saving on
really
that.
stylish in those clothes.
I hope it brings you great happiness. Enjoy.
Watch out for sales.
Enjoy.
You could get a real bargain.
I hope it brings you great happiness. Welcome to my shop.
Thanks very much.
Oh.
Thank you, and please come again.
Anne has a present for me. Thank you, Anne. Furniture store. Which I could just buy.
I'd like you to have this.
Oh, what is it? Thank you. I have a present. Nightmare Child's Bed. Toy box. It's quite nice.
You're my favorite customer.
Let's haggle a
Would be
bit.
great to talk about.
Let's haggle a bit.
Dida. Ooh, like a pro.
Yeah, so Imstep, I will say, looking into getting the various squires, that would include Harb, better armor and weapons is definitely that is a real possibility. Certainly a possibility.
I'm just browsing.
Alright, let's see then, shall we? Back here. Oh, it's a chest. I've already been back here. Hey, glad you're liking Solasta too. That is, it is a lot of fun. It is a really cool game. I've kind of vaguely thought about live streaming it, but it is turn-based, and it plays very much like a game of D&D. So, I don't know, it's,
I got you a little something, my dear friend.
It might be a little bit slow for a live stream. So, I don't know. I am. This is a nice house. Tunok house. It's owned already. Could just buy it and move in. That'd be nice. What about the one up here? Is this the gnome guy's house? I forget.
Everything you could possibly need. Oh, life is agony with those gnomes, and yet at the same time, I couldn't bear to lose them.
Okay, yeah, no, this is gnome guy's house. I'm not... Even if it were for sale, I'm not buying it. It's cursed. Anyway. Yeah, maybe I will... I think maybe I'll save my commentary on Poplio's Encyclical for after I've read it, so maybe next week. Maybe Friday. I don't know if I'll be able to get through all of it by Friday. It's rather long. So I may not. It's not quite Pope Francis long, because he had some long encyclicals. But it is it's lengthy. It's like 150 pages or so. You know what? I'm gonna buy it. Just hell with it. Oh, wait a minute. No, I already have my hunting lodge. If I buy it and move in, does that mean I will move out of my hunting lodge? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Sip a Greek coffee while I'm at it. By the way, it's basically like Turkish coffee, but without the like cardamom. Wait, what? What'd I do? Why did I go to the road to rule? I didn't need to do that. I could do gun. Did I do gun? Oh, yeah. Never mind, that was, I shouldn't have done that. Don't want to seduce Veronica. No, thank you. Not that. Wrong thing too. Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, that is a good description. It feels like a DM's homebrew game. Very much so.
Thank goodness you've returned. Things have got desperately out of hand.
Uh-oh.
Remember that new area of the library you helped me uncover with all those rare books? Well, I read many of them, full of wondrous stuff. Trouble is, one of them wasn't quite so wonderful. I didn't realize it at the time, but it was some sort of black necromantic tome or something. The screaming skulls on the cover should have tipped me off. Anyway, these things, these truly evil things started appearing. You have to get rid of them, please.
Okay. Key of even more forbidden knowledge.
Thank you. Thank you. I know you can do it.
How many encyclicals does a pope generally put out per papal ruling period? I mean, first of all, it depends largely on how long someone is pope. But it can extend anywhere from 4 to, I think the most was Leo the 13th. I think the most encyclicals, which was, I think, 80 something. He put out something like 2 per year, Leo the 13th. Some of there we go. Cleared him out. But yeah, what are some of the other examples? Pope Francis, I think, only did 4. But he was only Pope for 8 or 9 years, something like that. Benedict the 16th, I think, only put out 2 or 3. It was 2. It was just 2. He was working on the third. That's right. He was working on the third one when he stepped down. And then Pope Francis sort of finished it up and then put his own touches on it. Eat some meat. Are there more? Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. World-building magic system ideas. Okay. Shoot. See what I can do. This is not worth finding 3 gold each. Time. Definitely not worth it. Oh god, there's a lot of them. There we go. Okay, now we gotta talk to Saul. There's some treasure, though, first. Yeah, so... yeah, like I said, as for Pope Leo Leo the 14th here, having an encyclical already out, especially of this length, literally less than a year into his papacy, is really quite impressive. And I don't think, frankly, it does not, from what I've seen at least, it does not seem like this was partially written by Pope Francis or anything like that. This does seem to be Leo's own work, which, again, is just very impressive to have this out so soon. Like, I mean, yeah, I get it. It's 150 pages. An academic can absolutely write a 150-page thesis, essentially, in a year's time, or maybe even less. But also, he's the Pope. He's a busy man. So, again, I'm actually quite impressed. Quite impressed. Let's see. Can I get through here? Need a key. Anyway, so Baze, what were some of your thoughts? Or if you wanted my thoughts on any particular parts of the first episode of Twisted Plots. Because I will say, I really enjoyed it. It was... I get what you mean when you said it was really dark, but also, it was not, like... It wasn't excessively compared to what I would have been expecting from Seamus.
You did it! There aren't many people who could have dealt with those things. I cannot thank you enough.
To be fair, they're the same creatures that were under there
continue my research.
Last time. Just more of them. Let us see, then, shall we? Oh my god. $145,000 gold. Hey, Lisa. Seb.
I love you so much. Have this gift.
Oh, okay. I've already looked through all of the guns, haven't I? The Bone Smasher, Hero's Companion. I mean, yeah, good sales and all, that's nice, but... Michelle. You've got a present for me.
I want you to have this.
Thank you. Which is this? 145,500. Good lord. Okay, no. Can I buy the blacksmith? 62,000. I could afford it. I think I'd rather buy the tavern if I can. Sim says, in my fantasy world, mentioned before, I have a twofold magic system. There's one system for good magic and for evil magic. Good magic or miraculum. Continues, sorry. Yeah, let's see. Amethyst. Let's sell that.
Thank you for your custom. I want you to have this.
Deal.
That's a fine item. Here you go, mate. Come back if you have anything else to sell. That's a fine item.
I think I made a profit on that, right?
Unwanted items.
You have a present for me? Okay, I'll have another present. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, buddy.
Bit of a shortage on goods at the moment, so I'll offer you. Happy to be of service. But thank you for your custom. I'll buy anything. Well, almost That's a fine item. I hope I can make a profit on that.
Can I buy here to get you some money back, or no?
Let me buy your unwanted items. Fair price paid.
Almost everything that gets built these days has Reaver's name on it. No wonder this place is going to the dogs.
Okay.
Cheap prices, right here.
Yes, absolutely, Bayes. Masterful pun work.
I should have been an
Parallels between the scientists and the tech. Yes, that was really, really well done too. It's not so much parallels as mirroring. They struck me as mirror characters. They're foils, right? It's not clear if there is one being the protagonist and the antagonist, or one being the protagonist, the other the foil, or something like that. It just seems like they're two mirrored characters, both at odds with each other and also kind of polar opposites of each other. Mirror opposites of each other, which is really fascinating, because it really is an episode without a singular main character. It really has these two main characters who are looking at each other in this fascinating sort of way. I mean, if you had to nail it down, I would say that the scientist is probably the protagonist of the episode's plot, but it really, I think, it... 79,000, good lord. Okay, oh man, that's rough.
Always a pleasure.
Beer.
It's sad, really, isn't it? The way we turn to drink all the time.
Yeah, I thought that even just the sort of structure of the episode's plot was really well done and really interesting.
Let me know if I can help.
Let's get all of those. Let's get all those
to
gifts.
The sanctuary.
Topaz. My name's Imsip says the good magic or miraculum can only be done by priests and priestesses of the ecclesia. Oh, you stole my name. Not that you stole my name. You stole, the Greek name. In pre-incarnation time, priests and mages would create mana from sacrificed animals and consume it to replenish their miraculum. But now it's almost like the Eucharist. They have an infinite supply as long as they remain in communion and isn't magic from themselves. Rather, they're acting in persona Christi or in persona Diconi, the incarnate God. They're a conduit for his miracles. Evil magic is based on sacrifice and pacts with dark gods. Human sacrifice brings about the darkest and most powerful evil magic, and one must constantly replenish the insatiable thirst of pagan gods for sacrifice and dark rituals. Naturally. Check out the system Lion and Dragon. It's part of the OSR movement, the old school revival or old school revolution, depending on who you ask.
That appears to be all of the gifts.
So it is heavily based upon and of course compatible with AD&D and Second Edition. So it is certainly worth checking out in that respect. What I'm gonna do,
You've a new type of gauntlet available.
switch to my Force Gauntlet. There we go, Force Push Fireball.
An excellent combination of gauntlets.
Not gonna
Rifles
fiddle
are
with
slower
my...
to fire than pistols, but can be used to engage targets at much greater range.
Gonna fiddle with my weapons. No, I'm quite content with my outfit, frankly. Do I have new beards?
You have several new suits.
Ooh.
Those will make dressing easy.
That's cool. That looks really cool, actually.
Reconsider, have you? Very well.
Chicken suit. Hairstyles, huh? No. Makeup. Facial hair. I only have the one. Darn. That is quite cool. There's a women's version. Dog suit. There's a Yule costume, huh? Oh, Highlander woman suit. That's cool. That's quite nice. Let's see. All right. Male priests act in persona Christi. Who might female priestesses act in persona of? A priest acts in persona Christi, who gives sacrifice to the church. How might women act in persona Ecclesia, to receive the sacrifice, or in persona someone else? No, swap that. You would not give sacrifice to the church. The church gives sacrifice to
Man's
God.
best friend, as they say. Now, I was never quite sure whether that
And so if there is in a system of priesthood like the one in my homebrew setting, if you're going to have either male priests who act in the person of God or female priests who act in the person of the church, if you're going to have one offering sacrifice, it would be the female priest, the priestesses. It would not be the priests offering sacrifice. I'm not going to change my dog. I can. Actually, you know what? Let's look at them, just because we can. Can make him a boxer. I'm going to keep him as a collie, but setter option, which isn't bad. Kind of cool.
Excellent, and I think I speak for both of us.
Alsatian, which is a basically German Shepherd, something like, right? Doberman, cute, white poodle, pink poodle, clockwork dog. Now let's go with the collie. Let's stick with collie. Let's keep his name Dog.
Particularly cheerful today, I think.
I love the name Dog. Let's go back. We got a bunch of money. Alright, so we have 89,000 gold, do we? You want it rooted in Catholicism, more overt than Tolkien like, then you can't do that. You can't do it my way, then. I just can't really. You at least can't have the ritual practices rooted in Catholicism. Because if you're going to have the ritual practices rooted in Catholicism, you have to have something like the ecclesiastical structure of the church. And you know, that runs into problems. Maybe I'll... Oh, wait, hold on. The barber might have some beards. Do you have beards? Or wavy? Hide bun.
Here,
Long,
take this,
thick
my
hair.
friend.
Might get a gift.
Always a pleasure to serve you. I got you a little something.
Really cool clothes.
Right.
You look cool.
Thanks for the prezi. Mutton chops, huh? No. No. Little James. How much for this shop, anyway? 16,000? I could afford that.
Finally,
We want a barber shop.
Coming into this town.
I don't know.
Little's
I
even
don't know
coming
about
through my door.
As of clock is vacant. That's weird. That's weird that it's vacant.
But he is the best clockcaster in Albion.
Structure of the Ecclesia is that Deaconus, the incarnation of the second person of the divine triumvirate. Okay, so you can just call it Trinity, right? You can call it the Trinity. That's allowed. Did you know that's allowed? Anyway, sorry. Handpicked 10 men that became the first sages to preach his teachings and the faith spread. So you, in that case, you kind of can't. I don't think you can do priestesses in that case, unless they're going to have a uniquely supportive role. Bumbler's Gruff. This is actually nice. I kind of like this house, and I kind of like the location.
Can I help you starve and die?
Oops. Okay, good doggy. mean, okay, fine. I will grant you the Divine Triumvirate sounds pretty cool. It may have some... It may have some theological implications that you don't want. Maybe. So careful there. It has some sort of ruling council vibes. Which isn't... I mean, that can be fine, but again, just keep in mind the potential implications to head off there, that's all. Always liked the name, the sound of the name Priestess. Wanted to use it in fantasy. Worried future generations will say I was in favor of female priests. Yeah, if you can give a specific justification that is based upon the specific theology, history, and practice of your setting, then I think that can work just fine. Should I buy this? 900.
If you can't find a gift here, it ain't worth giving. Best
establishment sure.
in Brightwall. Everything you could possibly
No, not trade items. What about this? Dog books. No. Specifically dog books, really? Dog books.
Watch out for sales. You could get a real bargain.
Let's make friends with this guy, then buy his business, shall we? He'll also use the name Triune God in the work. Okay, yeah, based. Legit.
Yeah. Oh. Do me a favour, and I'll be a real mate.
Sure thing.
Take this to a mate, and I'll...
Where?
That's bleeding marvellous. Don't forget to come back after, though. Looking for a gift? Well, you come to
Mistpeak
the right
Valley,
place.
okay.
Welcome to the Sanctuary.
Where, though? Alright, let's do it. Okay, so Baze brought up earlier, a better framework may be the approach of the two to cheating and drinking, respectively. Yeah, okay, so... That is, I think, one of the minor themes, but I think still an important one. Of the way we deal with guilt or sin, right? The Scientist. This is the episode. I'm talking about the episode of Twisted Plots. If you haven't seen it, I'm not really gonna spoil the actual plot of the episode too much, if I can avoid it. But you should have done the reading by now, so. Anyway, yeah, it's either way, it's really good. So watch it anyway. Even if I spoil something, it's not gonna ruin it. But yeah, so check it out, and then come back to me. And anyway, so yapping about it. So the detective is a drunk, and the scientist is sort of enticed into having an affair with a bimbo lab assistant, as it so happens. Ooh. Cool. Let's dig. So with the detective's drinking habit, he is...
Nice.
I mean, honestly, they're both...
Thanks. I told my little nephew, if you don't behave, I'll send you to Aurora.
How do I put this? The detective is in denial of his wrongdoing. Like, he refuses to admit essentially that he's a drunk. But because he refuses to admit that he's a drunk, he doesn't admit that he has a problem. Right? We all know that that's kind of the first step to getting past the problem, right?
I love you so much. Have this gift.
Yeah, let's buy it. With my best friend. Best friend.
How can I help you then?
What are you trying to argue? Thanks very much.
This is why you'll never get anywhere in life.
You don't have any meat for sale?
Ugly in comparison. You're so great. I got you this.
Well, thanks. I'll buy it.
A real life hero on.
All right.
We're thinking exactly the same thing.
They both use their professions to avoid personal accountability. Yeah, although I'm not sure if that really applies as well to the detective.
Money for anyone who can help out.
Right? The scientist really directly does that, right? He is very specifically trying to use science.
Chapter 2.
Oh, here, let's listen.
The author sees the real world for the first time. What little gold I had saved in my youth had gone into the quick succession of funerals described in the previous chapter, not to mention paying
What
off
did I
the
miss?
gambling and business debts of those who were now in the ground. And so it was that I left my so-called home as penniless as I had entered it 17 years previously. Unable to embark on my career as an explorer, I found myself gravitating towards the main cities and doing a variety of jobs. I stocked books at the Brightwall Library, absorbing as much knowledge about the world from those precious pages as I could. I served drinks at the Cow and Corset in Bowerstone, once I'd established that my comedy routines were getting me nowhere among the ever slightly more sophisticated urban rabble, and eventually managed to put my shooting skills to proper employ as one of the many bodyguards who protect traders as they go from town to town. At last, holding a real rifle in my hands and using it against the bandits, hobs and other undesirables who the trading caravans attracted felt as natural as breathing. Not only that, the wages were so superior to any I had earned before, I'd soon put away enough gold to make my dream come true. I loaded myself with provisions, weapons and a good set of leather boots and set out to experience the sort of adventures I'd read about since so young an age.
It's the story of urbanization, right? This whole thing seems to be this kind of tracks the thematics of Red Dead Redemption, doesn't it? And well, frankly, of most westerns, including the story of Huck Finn, which I think is probably based on, of wanting to do the sort of romantic adventure of times past, but getting pulled into the society of modernity. You know,
Stocked up on some of these items. I'll give you a good price if you've got what I need.
what money's he got? It's 12 gold. Never mind.
Have you been loads of places? I want to go Get drunk as a skunk with my merry line of wines.
Yes, Baze, tell me more. How is the detective using his profession to avoid accountability? Because I don't know if I would describe it as that. I think maybe he's using his profession as a sort of distraction from his habitual sin. Maybe something like that. But I don't know if I would say that it is avoiding accountability in anything like the same way that that the scientist does.
Package has been dropped off, has it?
You know?
That's nice.
I feel like there's a
Cheers,
substantial input,
mate.
substantial difference there. Sorry, I was reading what was on the page, on the subtitles. All right, 2,900. Let's buy
the
it.
best items in all Brightwall.
Buy the
I'm
gift
lucky to
shop.
have a friend like you.
Adjust prices. Set it to 0. Buy.
Everything you could possibly need and much more.
I could probably do that,
right
but I
here.
won't. That's unwise as a business owner. You're gonna buy from your own shop, at least make it profitable, right? Let's see. What is this? Oh, this is the clothiers. How much for it? 41,000.
Oh, we've
I'm
got all
gonna
sorts
hold
we
off.
have.
He justifies and externalizes his sins on the system and criminals, similarly to how the professor tries to use his clones. Okay. Okay, I could see that. I get it. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, so he's... Rather than confront his own shortcomings, he instead accuses others, essentially. Even accusing others who are, in fact, guilty, that matters less. Right? The fact is, he is, in fact, pushing that, pushing that guilt externally onto somebody else. You know? That was cute. Yeah, I do think that, Lord, I do think that there is a parallel there. I think you're probably right. You're probably right. No, I'll say as well, that
So romantic. This place is owned by a real-life adventurer, you know.
even if the detective turns out to be correct, let's go ahead and marry Liz, the shop owner. Why not? Why not? Let's go for it. I do think though that he turns out to be right. Right? He turns out to be correct. Because it turns out that
Always a pleasure to serve you. Remember, no refunds.
Very much.
he turns out to be correct that the criminals that he's after are in fact, guilty. That matters, right? Let's just do some loot hero yap. Whereas the scientist very clearly does not turn out to be correct, despite him, saying that he is correct. I goofed that one, so.
Good one.
Now, also, funny enough, with the scientist's little technique there, right, of attempting to replicate his experiment until he gets the desired result, rather than including all of the replications, is a fascinating little joke on the replication crisis in the social sciences, which I would say that his experiments are in what you'd call social science, or at least the human sciences. And it's fascinating that he has a replication crisis in maybe the funniest possible sense, that he replicates and replicates and replicates and replicates and replicates his experiment until he gets the desired outcome. Which, by the way, is something that scientists actually do. Now, they have ways of kind of, I don't know, excusing it. Darn, I goofed that one. That's it. They have ways of sort of disguising that. And it usually winds up being they will explain away trials, 1 through n-1, n being the success. They'll explain those trials away as outliers, or as flawed experimental structures, or something. They'll have something wrong with it. They'll come up with a reason for why it doesn't actually work. Which is, of course, utter nonsense. But they tell themselves what they have to tell themselves. Which, of course, I think honestly that the scientist, by the end of things, I think he really does believe that he has proven what he was trying to prove. Excuse me. I think he actually did convince himself that free will is an illusion, that his proof was demonstrative, yada yada yada.
I have something I want to ask. Will you marry me? I'm so happy.
I do in fact have a wedding ring, right?
Look,
Yeah.
Choose a home for your family or buy a new one for them.
You know what? Let's stay in the city because she has a job here. I'm gonna buy this house. I'm gonna buy this house. Yep. Oh, wait, what was that better location one? Was it? Was it this one? No. Yeah, no, it was. It was Two Knock House. Yes.
Choose where you would like to have your wedding ceremony.
Oh.
This is exciting.
Millfields. Morningwood. Bowerstone. Now let's stick with out here in the country, shall we? Let's do at the academy. Yeah, why not? You intend to watch? Good. It was a really funny episode. Philosophically super deep as well, but really funny. Imp Lion and Dragon is by a guy who goes by RPG Pundit. I think his name's Casimir Urbanski or something like that. Yeah, he is. He was one of the consultants on 5th edition, on D&D 5th edition. And he was pushing for a more simplified and streamlined system, which is partially what we got. And he's a big fan of simulation style gaming. But the magic system in particular is very medieval. And it has this separate, essentially, it's not a good and evil separation, but you can adapt it into that. Because his separation is really something more like divine and arcane. And the arcane magic is sort of ritualistic, but not holy. Whereas the divine magic is it's miracles. It's just miracles. What it is channeling miracles of God through the priest or holy man. Check it out. It is quite cool. Right. It is. I don't know if it's the kind of system I would really enjoy, because it is based pretty heavily in the older editions of D&D that were very meat grindery. But let's do the grand affair, shall we? Maybe I should have changed outfits.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
It's also right outside our new home, which is nice. She just goes limp. There's a lot of very high-class people here.
You're the best thing that ever happened to me, love. You make me feel special.
Let's go to our new home, shall we? Restoration. What does that mean? Repair. Set upkeep.
look ever so classy. Very sexy.
With 100. Okay.
This is for you. Oh, you're here. Wish I'd had a bath now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm so happy.
Come here. Oh, good. Okay, so Imps and Pests, are there no fantasy races like orcs, dragonborn, elves, dwarves, etc.? Hyper realistic but with magic. Yes. Basically, as far as I know, I don't think there are. The only fantasy races are non-playable.
Darling.
Um.
I've never wanted you so badly.
Ooh, not what I meant to do. Yeah, the only fantasy races are non-playable, basically.
Grease 1 large round cake pan. Combine flour, eggs, butter, sugar and salt in a large mixing bowl. Beat thoroughly, then pour mixture into cake pans, bake for 30 minutes and allow to cool. Note, this activity is in fact perfectly safe and most appropriate for right before your mum discovers you've done any of the other things described in my book.
Huh? I'm sorry, what? All right, let's move onward, shall we? Hey, what are you doing here?
Are all dungeons dark and dank?
Here.
Or are there any light and airy ones?
Have a bit of cash, shall you? Why not? What our heroic prince needs a common village princess, right?
You look great.
All right, let's see. Yeah, basically don't have anyone to talk about it with right now, so appreciate the additional commentary. Sure, I mean, I will say it is... do I need to do any upkeep for these? No, I don't.
Get yourself a
That's
gun
quite nice.
today. It's the sensible thing to do.
Please give generously.
This shop is owned by...
Ah, hello.
Hand mirror, nice. Who has?
That appears to be all of the gifts.
And now what? There's still missing gnomes. Both of these areas. In all of these areas, there's missing gnomes. Oh, not here. Mercenary camp is gnome is taken care of. There's a gnome in the dweller camp I'm missing. Interesting. Silver Pines. There's
It
quests
seems to
here.
me that the most certain way to gain followers is to impress them with your strength.
The mill fields. What's this? Have I gone here? Not for sale. What is the mill fields? Head of Albion Historical Restoration Society wants to repair the old Dweller Camp Bridge. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds very cool. Anyway, so yeah, I think, like I said, the
Look at the money bags on this one. We're gonna be rich.
What the hell was that?
Damn you and your magic!
Fable! He's a mate of mine.
Cracking shot, matey!
Honestly, I think I like the... I think I like the Fire and Ice better than Fire and
The
Force.
armory is at your disposal.
Honestly. There we go. What's this about? I absolutely did not come here. This is new and completely different. It seems as if it is a place where I have been, because it was right along the path that I was traveling, and that it was unlocked as a travel destination, but I don't remember ever coming here. Or did I just run through? Weird. Anyway, so yeah, the something interesting about the episode as well is that I think we often find that there are academics like the scientist, right, who, and they're unfortunately common, academics who will primarily they'll conduct their experiments post hoc. Right, they'll have some conclusion that they really want to get to for motivated reasons, right? And of course, the problem is that they will then manipulate their research in order to get to that conclusion, and then, worse still, will often do horrifically unethical things in order to demonstrate that conclusion. In addition to the manipulation of academic research, which that's bad enough already, right? But to go beyond that and clone yourself a bunch of times and then murder all of the clones one by one with a wrench. That's quite something. Do I have any sword and sorcery novel recommendations? I actually don't. You could always go with classics by Robert E. Howard. Robert E. Howard did some set in the sort of Conan universe, if you will. It isn't my preferred it's not really my preferred genre or subgenre of fantasy, so I'm not the guy to give you those recommendations. Of Robert E. Howard's works, I strongly prefer Solomon Kane. Oh, this is a grave I'm desecrating. Ooh. Oh, you're reading Conan currently. There you go. Sweet. If you haven't checked out Solomon Kane, you should. It's also there was also a run of comics. I think 2 separate runs of Solomon Kane comics that were very good. One was by Dark Horse. I forget who did the other one, but they were very good. They're some of my favorite comics. It adapts most of Robert E. Howard's original short stories, the Solomon Kane short stories. and it does a really good job of it. And I know you're into comics, so I would, like I said, I would recommend. Now hold on. Let's go back here this way. Yes, doggy. Big spot. Show me. Yeah, Dark Harris did Howard's character justice for sure, for sure. There were even, I think there was one or two that were crossovers with Conan. It was some time travel shenanigans with magic or something, but it was quite good. It's cool, cool stuff. Anyway, I will say, it's a theme I'm very interested in. The sort of the collapse into greater and greater sins by small, unnoticeable steps. You start with relatively innocuous wrongdoing. In the scientist in Twist and Plot's case, essentially. Well, okay, I'm sorry. His is actually a really bad example of what I'm talking about, but let me explain what I'm getting at, and then you'll see why this is not a great example of it, but you can see where I'm coming from. Where you escalate from small wrongdoings to something worse and worse and worse until you're doing utterly heinous, disgusting acts of depravity. Right?
Hi there.
So, academic dishonesty can escalate to adultery and murder. But of course, in his case, it goes the other direction, which is, I think, what makes it funny. I think that's really what makes it funny. Because it essentially the gravity of his sins sort of diminishes from adultery to murder, and then down to academic dishonesty. Which, to be fair, I have a particular loathing for academic dishonesty. It is, traditional makeup, nice. It is one of my primary objections to the life and to the life lived by former Vice President Joe Biden. Known serial plagiarist Joe Biden.
This is gonna be fun, ain't it, lads?
Wizards Revolve. Oh yeah. The it's Grace. The part you're talking about is just that is the kind of comedy that I absolutely love. Partially just because it has such good comedic timing to it. Right? There's the immediate juxtaposition of I'm not an alcoholic, and then he blows into the breathalyzer in his car, the ignition interrupter thingy. Right? That is the timing of that joke was excellent. But then beyond that, that kind of juxtapositional comedy is, I guess, what I'd probably call it. That's kind of my favorite genre of comedy. I love that. I love that stuff. Yeah, Grace, you're watching right now, which that's good. It's good. Good you're watching it. It is, like I said, it's very funny. They're baddies over here. What are the banditos doing? Oh, they're Hobbs. Look over there. That was an attack without honor. Wait, Darkwater Cavern? Okay, so maybe I have been here. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I have been in here? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Interesting. Okay. Oh, no, Imsim still can't see Grace's comments. Come on, YouTube. Get your shit together, please. My chat needs to be able to talk to each other, please.
I could tell them secrets.
Care. Die, gnome. All right, where's the gnome?
Seeing you brings back memories of what
Oh yes, you're right around the corner. Nice.
Dogs are noble, loyal, and faithful. They're right tasty too.
Oh, okay. So okay, Imsim, interesting. So I assume you're talking about my campaign, or are you talking about Celasta? Because both of those that would apply.
Blue dress.
How am I supposed to kill you?
Familiar. Oh yeah, I remember. You look just like this girlie I used to shag. If it were up to me, no one would ever get sick. They'd just die, starting with you. Nice weapon you've got.
Finally!
What are you?
Oh, my campaign. Okay. Is
Compensating for something?
there another one? There's not another one, is there? Fucking gnomes. Hate them. Oh, my campaign. Okay, cool. So yeah, he says, I enjoy seeing the characters move on the board. In college, we just use our imaginations and still images on our own. Yeah, there are alternative schools of thought on how to do that. I will say I'm kind of enticed into using more battle maps than I probably need to, by their ease of use in the virtual tabletop. Foundry makes it actually quite easy to use maps with tokens for tactical positioning and whatnot. That said, I think that is a major component of D&D. And if you're not moving minis around on a map, on a grid, either real or virtual, then I think you're missing out on a major component of the game. That said, you don't have to. You can, in fact, play the game completely theater of the mind. Or even, I know some people use miniatures and stuff, but do it by measurement rather than grids. I've even tried it. I think the grid probably works better, frankly. What was this? Neat. Theodore Cohen. Interesting. Who that is. Bork? Bork? Oof? Bork? Bark? Oof? Yeah? Is in here somewhere? Come here, pupper doggo. Come here, Doglington. Yeah? Where you leading, buddy? Come on. Where am I going? What's down here?
We could be best friends. If I like people with an ass for a face.
Fucker. There he is.
That's a nice doggy. If you like skinny little ugly runts. You seem like a very nice person.
That's what's down here. It's gnomes. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Watch it, that dog with your front out.
Pathetic.
Oh, hello. Why was that guy a mage? I didn't think that was exactly possible. Yeah, Imzim says, we always did Theater of the Mind, but it was eh. We did do a Star Wars campaign like that. I ran called Detention Centers and Rancors. It was me GMing and two super big Star Wars fan friends of mine. One was a Secret Sith apprentice to Vader, other a Mandalorian bounty hunter. This was before The Mandalorian was out. About a year and a half before, maybe 2 years. I will say, I was inspired by the first season of The Mandalorian to do the basically Red Dead Redemption 2 in space Edge of the Empire campaign. That is kind of what made me think of it. I was like, you know what? I just want to do a legit space western in Star Wars. An actual space western. Like, take a western and put it in space. And I think it worked out really well, honestly. Oh. Is this supposed to be where the cable car lets out?
I shall in time expand on the many strange and incredible escapades that occupied me during the following years. For now, I will simply remark that I hunted hidden treasures and set on dangerous quests in the very same manner that
I'm curious, Imsip, what system did you use?
In short, I exhausted almost every legitimate means by which a young man may experience life at its fullest. It must have been this exhaustion, coupled no doubt with the fact that I could never quite shake off my involvement, accidental or otherwise.
Yeah, we would have gotten along famously if we went to college together, but you were in Pennsylvania and half a decade or so my junior. Yeah, that is, those are two problems.
After a few weeks of contrabanding, it was inevitable that I would wash up
You are,
in the such
you went to college when I was already teaching, so there's that. You could well have been one of my students in that case. Okay, 5th edition, vaguely, I see. Check out, there's two systems, if you're ever interested in either running or playing a Star Wars game. One is what's called Edge of the Empire or Age of Rebellion. It's by Fantasy Flight Games. The other one is this. Please stand by.
And while I had not followed my brother's example while they lived, I celebrated their memories by following
my
it
old
now.
core rulebook I have right here on my shelf. This is the Star Wars role-playing game revised core rulebook from 2006, I think. 2002. My bad. 2002. It was around the time of the prequels. You can tell by the episode 2 Anakin and Padme on the front. I should have guessed that it was around episode 2. But anyway, this is a D20 based system. It is closely based upon 3.5, D&D 3.5 edition, which I really do like. I really like 3.5. It's very level based. There is a big emphasis on what's called the experience treadmill, which is essentially the idea that if you're fighting things that are too far away from your level, it's either vanishingly easy, like you will, like they can't beat you at all possibly, or if they're too high above your level, you mathematically can't beat them. Right? Oh, you have some of those source books in a module. Okay, yeah. It's worth checking out. It is a good system. It has all of the flaws of D&D 3.5, so keep that in mind. But it also has all the benefits of D&D 3.5. It's good. It's a good system. I've played a couple of campaigns in it. One relatively recently that I think went pretty well. Oops, never mind. Sorry, Papa. I could have just blown up the barrels, but whatever. I will say that the Edge of the Empire system is much more narrative focused than it is crunchy rules focused, which, if you like that sort of thing, is great. It is much more of what's called a story game. Got him. Jesus, sorry guys, I'm not talking a lot because of all the frickin' hobskellies. Alright. Whew! Okay. Did you have something to show me, Mr. Dog? Oh yeah, there's a treasure up there I missed. Walked right past. Will there be another episode of Twisted Plots? Yeah, there's a whole season. They've already produced a full first season, and are working on more. they pre-funded and pre-made the entire first season and used fan funding to make the rest. So I think they have a second season in production or something like that. Something like that. All right. Let's keep on pushing into this cave for some reason, shall we? Not for much reason, but... There's a key. Ow! Bats. They have not released the next episode. I think it's... I forget if it's weekly or bi-weekly. Something like that. They are all going to be... Ooh, long hairstyle. Nice. Let's check it out. If I'm not mistaken, they are all going to be on that channel.
Available.
So. Not facial hair. Hairstyles. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Never mind. Let's get out of here. Don't we? Making money. Chase passive income. You know what they say. What I should do. I should make up a nice passive income stream in the game and just leave it open overnight once. Do that old school, you know? That is, by the way, what we used to do with video games. Back in the day, there were a lot of games that had these not usually achievements, but things that you stood to gain from or stood to benefit from just putting in X number of hours, and those hours could be entirely passive. You didn't actually need to be necessarily doing anything. My go-to example of this was how to unlock Mewtwo in Super Smash Bros. Melee? I think it was Melee that did this. Not mistaken. Oh, jeez.
Spending all the years of your young life on a small farm in a backwater county has made you restless. Who knows what flight of fancy or idle daydream first sparked your desire for adventure? But once ignited, the flames of wanderlust
Choose your own
could not
adventure
be
book.
extinguished, not even by the water of...
Select your own endeavor book.
And perhaps considering a career in excavation. Your parents...
Okay, the base says they funded the first season of 5 episodes thus far. They finished 2, that's my understanding. Oh, okay, I see. I gotcha.
Or girl like you. And so now you stand at a crossroads. It's a nice one, with newly painted signs and a bench. If you want to head east towards the ominous ruin, turn to page 2. To go west towards the ancient forest, turn to page 4. To head north towards the snow-covered mountains, turn to page 156. If you want to go south, which is back home, read this page again.
Read this page again. I love that as a choose your own adventure. Read this page again is just... Oh, that's I don't know. I didn't do enough choose your own adventure books as a kid. I did some. But I don't know if I ever saw one that was that gave the read this page again option. That's so profound too. Like the whole point of that, right, is that what the refusal of the call, which is what that is really doing, is setting yourself back up to start again. refusing the call to adventure, looked at optimistically at least, which that was, certainly, is essentially the idea that you're stopping at the starting line, but that doesn't mean that you can't still decide to start. Right? Now, this is quite different from the sort of Joseph Campbell-esque refusal of the call, which is to reject utterly and entirely the possibility of adventure. That's very different. Very different.
Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Griffith Smith, and I'm the president of the Albion Historical Restoration Society. Before you once stood a bridge to the site of the old gypsy camp where our late monarch was raised many years ago. Alas, the bridge has fallen into disrepair, and this historical site of interest will soon be forgotten. Perhaps I can persuade you to make a donation to keep this place of such historical significance alive.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Another victory for the Albion Historical Restoration Society. Come back later on once the bridge has been built.
The gypsy camp which our gracious king was raised in, I assume that they're talking about the protagonist of Fable 2. They've got to be, right? Because that's not a story I recognize at all. Okay. So goal is to release an episode every 2 to 3 months because they're still in production. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay. I mean, these are full, essentially, episode-length episodes. They're TV-length episodes, which, on their budget...
Delivery.
Woo!
I've got a letter that simply must reach Brightwall as soon as possible. I cannot stress how imperative it is that this vital communication reaches its recipient post-haste. This is the final letter in what has been my life's work.
Okay.
I've sent post to every single person in Albion except for Zachary. And this one's
what?
for him. So, will you take it for me? Excellent!
Why? I'm guessing he has sent basically hate mail to literally every person in Albion, which seems utterly deranged. Like, it's quite frankly hard to imagine why you would want to do that. Particularly why you would dedicate your life to it. You know? Seems crazy. Absolute nutter. I don't have enough keys. Need 5 more. That one. Alright, doggo. Show me where it is. Where am I digging? Where's makeup? Nah. Yeah, if they're releasing an episode every 2 to 3 months and they've got 5 episode season planned and funded, that essentially means that they've got a year's worth, which is a season. That's a season of TV. So, legit. That's certainly a season within the sort of the streaming definition of a season. Which, to be fair, I despise that. Like, that is one of my least favorite things about current television, is these seasons of TV that are between like 5 and 12 episodes, when we used to have like 26 episode seasons every year, back to back, of relatively high budget, or of, I guess, relatively low budget but high production shows. Like, I don't know, it bothers me. And the reason, of course, is well, there's a few reasons, but one of the reasons is streaming, just how that works. But one of the reasons I think is this obsessive need of TV to be cinematic, to have film aesthetics, which are expensive and time-consuming. So that sucks.
Ah, the hero with skill and will.
Yes.
You drive your enemies before you, but the true enemy who enslaves us all cannot be slain. What am I speaking of? Beauty. It is an artificial construct employed as a tool to oppress women and maintain the power of the patriarchal hegemony. Wait, is it patriarchal or What's the one where the men run things?
Oh my god.
Well, it doesn't even matter, because men aren't safe either. Their vanity is similarly pervasive. However, from an anthropological and socio-sexual standpoint, they display a greater proclivity towards a fixation
Well, it is a
on
demon door.
man stuff. The point is, we have been enslaved. And you know who's behind it all? Big fashion. The tailors, with their blouses and their hosiery, and their straight-cut, reverse-pleat, broad-fall, natural drape trousers.
Oh my
It's
god.
gone on far too long. The time for rebellion is here. Beauty will not be defeated by force of arms, but by her opposite, unbeautifulness. One brave pioneer could inspire countless others to rise against the tyranny of conformity.
Well, it's a demon,
And
alright.
get a nice prize from me, too.
How? How am I going to do this?
Hello.
Maybe I just be naked.
There's new makeup available if you want to make yourself prettier.
This better?
Are you so afraid to break with societal norms?
No. Okay.
Any other business to attend to?
Try again.
There are clothes quite close at hand, should you wish to wear any. An excellent choice of Jackie. Just as appropriate for a soldier of fortune as it is for... Well, that's actually probably about the extent of it. You know what would go perfectly with those gloves is a riding crop or a... Generals use them to point to maps. Swagger stick. That's it. Swagger stick. Swagger stick. Such a deliciously staccato... Nice gloves. Some things never go out of fashion. Well, I think...
I look absurd. Did I win? Hello?
You're much too nice looking.
What?
You're doing just what they want.
No, I'm not. No one wants this.
I hope everything is in order. I did wonder if you'd go back to that one.
Okay, let's... Oh, the problem is I'm too attractive, isn't it? Okay, whatever. Why don't I have stature? Where does stature come from? Am I too short? Am I a short king? Is that what's going on here? Short prince? Yeah, base says animation's complicated. I imagine they're doing it this way to allow for enough time to chew on or build hype for each new episode. But fast enough for people to see where the money goes. Yeah, I think that sounds right. Within a year is actually pretty reasonable, honestly. Yeah. You're excited for the PETA and time-traveling antique salesman episodes? That does sound pretty cool. Yeah, no, legit. Alright, let's see if we could just... I think we can just fast travel the Bright Wall, right? Can we do that? Is that allowed? I think that's allowed, right? I hope it doesn't expect us to walk there. Ooh, I got a present.
Hey, wonderful. That means it's extra special.
My best friend.
Fill up your belly with our foodstuffs.
Best establishment in Brightwall.
You're so great, I got you this.
Thanks, Liz. Or Lisa. Okay. Wait, which one's Liz? Oh, Liz is my friend over there, isn't it? Okay.
Oh, hero. You make me
Firearms for every shooting occasion.
Alright, where is this guy we need to deliver a letter to, anyway? Ah, here he is.
Those trousers would be perfect for my husband.
I'm not wearing trousers.
A letter for me? I wonder what it says. Dear Zachary, you are an ugly, incompetent buffoon.
Oh, Arthur.
Nobody likes you. Yours sincerely, Arthur. Oh, how rude.
They have fun about the animal rights Nazis? Yeah. That should be fun. That should be a good time. Okay, I think I'm probably going to wrap up soon. Right? I think first I'll open all my various presents. Yeah.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Potatoes! Thank you for the potatoes. All right,
That
then.
appears to be all of the gifts.
Excellent. Which is the save room? Here we go. That will do. There's no way we've only put in 10 hours in this game. Anyway, yeah, I gotta call it there. It's a little unfortunate that we're only getting like 2-hour streams for this game, but I do need to get to bed pretty soon, so I'll wish everyone a good night.
Any other business to attend?
A sincere thanks for joining me. I will hope to see you guys again on Friday for more Greedfall 2. We're going to be continuing where we left off, getting one of our companions off of murder charges that are our fault. That's always fun. Always a good time. On the island of the Naughts, that whole thing. So, that's coming up. Keep an eye out for Adam from Incarnational Inkwell. He has his podcast coming up, going over Plato's Symposium that I did actually finally record my little guest spot for, where we talked about Plato's Symposium, which, again, if you haven't read it, is a lot of fun. Just, again, as I kind of go over in that interview, it's satirical, so if you do wind up reading it, kind of keep that in mind, that none of the positions put forward, except maybe Diotima's, as portrayed by Socrates, are to be taken straightforwardly or seriously. So keep that in mind. Grain of salt. Anyway, keep the cultural context in mind is what I'm saying. That's all. Anyway, so keep an eye out for that. I'm working on planning my own podcast episode for an episode of mine to come out this weekend as well. We'll see what I can manage to throw together for that. I've got a couple of ideas of what else to work on moving forwards. Mind. Keep an eye out, keep an ear out. Like I said, I'll see you guys on Friday for more Greedfall 2, and then I'll see you guys next week for some more Fable, some more Greedfall, some more podcasts, some more whatever comes to mind. So, thanks again. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully YouTube is a little bit nicer, making our chat work properly. But what are you going to do? Hopefully that works next time. Until then, remember, don't be safe. Be well, more importantly. Be good. Good night, everybody. Oh, wait. Before I go. I'm very serious. You saw about what I said earlier. So do not think that I am bluffing. If I get $1,000 of donations earmarked for it, I will live stream Mixtape, which is an evil, bad game, possibly the worst game ever made so far. And it is it's that new like indie game that's atrocious. Anyway, it's really, really bad. It has the same level of interactivity as the Super Mario exercise videos that I put up on YouTube for my kids to not my kids per se, my toddlers specifically to do all kinds of wacky motions in the living room. Anyway, that is what this game is basically like, except with worse moral messaging. So, if you want me to play it, $1,000 gets it. That's what I'm asking for. I will not put myself through this torture for anything less. Anyway, so thank you again. Hopefully we take this a little bit seriously, but not too seriously. I will take the game seriously though. If you guys actually pay me four figures, I will take the game somehow seriously. Ko-fi.com/Professor McCoy. If you want to see, if you want to put me through that horrifying torture. Anyway, thanks again. Good night, everyone.